Okay, so here's where we're at. All the bolt fangs in now, all nice and solid, all good, and pedals are on, crank arms on. So my next job is
new email message. Please check your inbox.
Just so I'd let that finish, is to undo my gear change cable there down at the back, pull it all the way out up to here, and I'm gonna fit my gear change cut off, so it cuts the power off. Every time I change gear, it cut the power off to the motor, and that has saved my chain. And I've done it on all my bikes and it works a treat, and that's going to go right there. Now when you're fitting these, make sure you measure from the inside bit there to that end, to make sure you cut out that amount of cable off of there, and it should all line up perfect when you put it all back in. You'll probably still have to adjust about a bit with this one here, but it's straightforward enough setting the gears up. Anyway, there's the train, so I'd better crack on with it. It's usually straightforward popping these off. Might have to take this torque bar out. No. So it's basically just undo that there, like that. Give yourself plenty of space, because you don't want to make it harder for yourself. This bit of a bend on here, I'll try and straighten that out a bit before I put it back down in. It'll just make the job easier, but all this stays. Don't touch any of your cable. What you're going to do is you're going to pull it out from the top. And this is the bit I need. So I'll pull him out up through there, because he goes up underneath and up through here, out through there, and in here. So if I was to give this a tug, I'll try and do it. There you go, see? Now, I don't want to pull on this, I want to pull on this. It's the bit I need out. Okay, I'll try and set the camera up so you can see what I'm doing as best I can. So here you go. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing on the camera. So I'm just pulling it all the way out, look. There you go. So not touching the cable. You've got to make this really nice to go back in, which is the hardest part. And your little dent tells you where you've got your thing. So first thing I'm going to do is pop that off. Sort of measure it up with my eye. Let's get my cutters. Get yourself a really good set of cutters for this job. So basically that piece is stayed up. And that, so I want to take off. Like a good way of doing it is line it up by eye in there, and you know what it is there. So I know I've got to take off about that much. You want to try and do it in one cut, if you can. Some of these cables are flaming hard. Oh, no, he's not going to do it with these. That's unusual. Usually these cutters work first time. There you go. I just didn't have it down in far enough. I cut that on a little bit of an angle, but I think it'll be fine. It's nice and round. Got the end cap. I took off. Just push him back on. So there you go. Now you know how it's going. Now these have got this little special part. Make sure you fit it. It's got to go in there, otherwise it's going to flop all over the place. So basically, hope you can see this all right, but you slot that part on, put that down.
New email message. Please check your inbox.
So you slot that part down in there like that. Let that go on down in. And then you slot your cable in. And this is the bit where you got to be careful. Like, because it is tight inside the sensor. There's got to be to pick up the thing. So what I tend to do is turn it the same way as the cable's going. Can't see the hole. Let's try again. That's better. So keep turning, that's how I find the best way to do it. Once he's through, you can just pull him on then. Getting a lot of trains around here today. But there you go, look, see? So he's all in there now. And once it's all done up tight, you know, it'll be absolutely fine. It is a nightmare to do, don't get me wrong, but I always do it at the top. A lot of my friends do theirs down at the gear change, but I like to have all my wiring in one place. It's just how I prefer it. There you go. And I usually push about, I would say, about 1 to 2 inches every time. Just go steady. Just take your time with it. Oh, got to remember to come up over the handlebars. Caught on there. Oh, he's got resistance there, look, see? So that's probably where he's going under the frame now. But he's going. I want him that way, like that. That's how I want it. I believe he's popped out of the back. Yes, he's popped out of the back. I'll show you in a sec. And there you go. It's as simple as that. Look. Bring the camera over and show you. So there it is. All fitted. And when it's all powered up, you'll see the little light up every time I change gear. And it goes perfect with electrics right there, look. So that is how you fit a gear shift sensor. Anyway, let's get back down to the bottom now and do that connection and see how we go. Try and adjust the camera as I go for you. So you can see what I've got to do. So basically I just got to put them all back into there now. Like from there, back down into there, and hopefully you'll land in the same place and I won't be too far out with the gear change. But if it is, then it is. It's no hardship to quickly adjust them. It's just getting him back in there. Yes, you can see that he is slightly out. I mean, it's nothing I didn't think was going to happen. These can be a bit of a pain to put back in, but it's only because of how I'm doing it and where I'm doing it on the floor. It's a lot easier in the in the frame like as such. So you can see where he's gone there, and all I got to do is I put him there, but then that will adjust that. And I know he was down fully, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do him up at that angle, and I'm going to adjust the gears a few times. Just purely because I've noticed in the past that they generally go back in the same place, but it's just to make sure everything goes tight.
New email message.
There's
Please
another
check
email.
your inbox.
Okay, so that's it. Now what I'll do is I'll adjust it a few times. You can't do it properly, not with the without the wheel moving. You need that wheel moving really to sort them out properly. But that's where he should be, down there. And what I'll have to do is get the thing up and adjust it all. Check it's all in here nice and tight. Yeah, it's all in there nice and tight, and I've got loads of room to adjust up at this end. But yeah, so that is how you fit one of those cables. As you can see, look, all nice and tight now. Absolutely perfect. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, we're going to swap out my handlebar stem. He got stuck on the end of the tool. It happens, there's nothing to do about it. So drop my handlebars down there gently for now. I'm not sure what handlebars to get yet. I haven't decided yet. And I might even shorten all this down the stack. But that's another thing that I've not really decided on. Take it off. Important washer here. That one sits inside there for the thing. Yeah, I think I've told you before, the reason I've got this height at the minute, it's actually comfortable to ride at that height, but this is so I can put my handlebars on the other way. So because sometimes I'm doing different things in the workshop. So I'm just going to set this up for now exactly like it was. I'm not going to change anything about it at the minute. Something's bound to need changing on it, I know that, but I'll come to that when I need to. This is just about getting these on for now. Now you'll see me use this, but I will torque it in a minute. I'm just trying to eye it in. So, and there you go, 6 Nm. I could set the drill up to actually do 6 Nm as it is, but I just prefer the good old trusty tool. They cost a few quid, these torque fittings, but they're worth it. They're worth getting. Let's put this chunky one on and see what she looks like. So a certain way up that's got to go. Yeah, that can go up any way by the looks of it. I'll just put it there. Handlebars in the middle. Not sure, didn't look. No. Over there a bit, that's it. That's the middle. So I find it easier just to use one of these, just to nip them up. Power tool just saves time. Nice and gently. There you go. So that's them nipped up. But also I would have my handlebars tipped more this way, so I've got to loosen them all off. But I use this one to do that because it's literally small turns, just to give you room to turn it off. Turn the bars, sorry. Oh, still too tight. Now that should give me the turn. Yeah. So that's about where I would have them. They're about in the middle. Like I said, don't know what I'm going to do with these bars yet. Haven't got that far. I always try and do my tops up so there's no gaps at the top. I'd rather have a gap at the bottom where I can't see it. And there you have it. And that's how easy it is to swap a stem out. But like I said, I don't know whether it'll be staying like this yet. You know, I might even try, which I haven't seen for years, an actual chrome set of handlebars. But I must admit, I haven't seen chrome bars on any bike for a long time. But it'll match the wheels and all the other bits, so yeah, might have a try for it. But yeah, so pretty good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the what do you call it, the monitor on, and that's going to go on here like so. Not sure if it's going on the inside or the outside, I can't remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look on my other bike, and I've got to watch this knuckle here. So it's going to be a bit of a play around to see where it's going to go. And as you can see, unfortunately with this model, there where it says the model number, LCD display EKD01, and they come with a super short cable, so make sure you've got an extension, which I've got loads of, and if I haven't, I'll make one. But yeah, so hopefully he will sit down on that. If not, I might have to change these out, but I'm hoping I don't have to. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so that's what I put together at the minute, and it all fits in nice. But I'm not sure whether to use this screen or use the bigger one. So obviously this bigger one, you know, is a lot bigger. I mean, that is tiny, but it's very nice. So what I'm going to do is fit this one a minute, and if it fits as well as that, then I'll probably use this one because it is a lot bigger screen to see. So easier to just flick your eye, but it means I'll have to put an extension in, whereas this one, not that one, this one actually reaches with no issues whatsoever. But saying that, that is brand new, that one, and that is that's the 580C, one of the new versions out, and it comes with a manual on how to use it, but it's colourful, but not as many colours. But yeah, let's just slide that off a minute, slide everything off, and I'll try it. You always get one bracket that stays, but I've decided to put my carbon bars on here. It's my spare set for my Kona. Just drop that one down there a minute. This one I should have loosened it off a bit really, but yeah, so I still might use this one yet. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to see what it'll all go like when it's on. Oh, hang on, I've got to put the screw in there, and it's got the rubber mount as well. So we'll put the rubber mount in, and then we'll try it out, see what it's like. I believe that goes in like that, some effect. So that will go on like that. The only thing you can do with these sort of things really is trial and error. See what you like. I do like this screen. I had it on my
New email message. Please check
got
your
it on my other
inbox.
bike, and I think it's quite nice. Right, let's try it. See what looks best. Oh, got in the wrong way round. Yeah, that actually might be alright. What did I do with the grip? Push them up. So that will go there. That will go back. So it could all go back a bit. You would have to come up to here, like that. That'd be perfect. Now, will he slide in there? He does. It's not a bad fit, that. So basically, that'll all sit there like that. I can reach that. I can reach that if I need to. And I can reach all of the buttons. So yeah, I think I'll go for that. So what I might do is I might put it on a bit of time lapse, and I'll change all the handlebars. Oh, actually, let's see what extension cables I got to reach over. Or if I start that, just in case I haven't got one that's long enough. I've got quite a few extensions, and you can buy them off of Farley. Pardon me, all different sizes. See, that's overkill. I've got one here, and that's like too long. So all I need is about a, sort of like, I don't know, well, a lot shorter than that anyway. Got one here I haven't made up. I think that's too short. Yeah, that one's way too short. I'm sure I had another one here somewhere. Sure I did. There's one here, but I think that's not long enough either. Not sure what that one is. No, that's on the other screen. There's another one there too short. So I've got this one. I think that's too short as well. See the, oh no, actually, that will do it. So I put that extension in, and I can actually use that. So that's pretty cool. So I'll put that on the end, put that on in there. Basically, when you're connecting these things up, there's arrows. So you make sure you get them arrows bang on. And there you go, there's that. And that'll connect straight into there. And it should give me the freedom to move around. But yeah, so happy with that. And I've got to put an extension on that one, which I bought a few extensions the other day. I may have used them, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I've actually used them somewhere along the line. I just found another green extension there. That's the beauty of having lots of wiring. Those are too long, and that one's too short. So I've got this one. Oh, that one will do it. So there you go, chaps. Get the arrows lined up. Now this is a homemade one I've got here actually. Well, not homemade, just where I've shortened it myself. But what I'll do is I'll take the measurement of it and I will buy one the exact size. But yeah, so it's coming on. So basically I want to get my carbon handlebars on here now and get that done. What I might do is I might move the camera over to that side so I'm not overstood in the way, and we'll go from there. So get these, get all this off, put that back on so I don't lose it. But yeah, then we should be good to go. Do that. Get that off. Don't wire that up. No, not wire that up. I'll put that just up there. That'll save me going too far for that. This one might pay to undo it. Or undo it a little bit anyway, just make it easier. That should do it. Yeah, I'm not going to leave the bolt. Let's put that back there. Shimmy him off, put him up there. Right, that's all clear. I want to undo this side. Like so. You come off that end. Drop him down there. He's going to be a smaller one, which I haven't got. Probably be that size. Nope, too big. It's the gears. Now, sometimes there's not enough room to get these off. A little trick is to turn the steering. And if that doesn't work, nope, it doesn't work, so I wait until I undo the handlebars. So I'll undo the handlebars. They're coming off. could have used the buzz gun and buzzed them off, but I've got this in my hand already, so it's like a no-brainer really. Don't know where you can hear that, but there's a massive seagull outside. You can hear him barking away. Oh, I don't know why that's stuck. Never known that before. Wow. There it goes. Put all that on the wheel. Hang a minute. Certainly clamp those handlebars. Might put that down. Put them over there. I've got a set of carbon ones here that I can just saving the spares really. No reason. No reason for it. That we can use. Just see they look nice on there. So there you go. These are exactly like my old one, like my other ones on my Trek. They certainly look the business. And all of them slightly swoop back to about there-ish. I think that'll do me. Get them in the middle as best I can. Just nip them up. Now this is where I could have done with my other tool now, because this takes ages doing these up. But yeah, not bad, it's going up. That's the main thing. Now I think, as far as I remember, on these the torque setting changes on carbon bars, so you don't tighten them up as much as what you normally would. I'm just making sure I got them at the angle I want them at for me. Yeah, that looks nice right there. I'll come over a bit, right there, like that. Now I'll go back to using a torque. Just double check shape on that. Yep, happy with that. So it's got a slight rise but not overkill. There you go, they're torqued on. This will be torqued on as well. Everything that goes back on now will get torqued on as it goes. That goes up there, so. I like the gel grips. That's why I always stick to them. It's about there like that. Like that. like words, yeah, that's about right there. And that is basically how it's going to sit, right there like that. Should be nice. I don't think I can use this for any of that. So I've got to go to bigger things. That one's too big. That one's perfect. So shape wise, I want it about there. I'm looking quite straight. It's about straight-ish. And that's that torque. I don't think it's going to fit that one. So it's going to be this next one down. The gears. Thus, that torqued on. Now a small one. I'm not sure how small. There we go. Torque the grips on. So that's the last thing you want moving. But yeah, she's coming together quite nice now. There you go. That's that side done. This side's going to be a bit more awkward. So I'll need that on first. That way. Like so. They're certainly grippier putting things on, but they were when I done the Kona bike. Push that up to there out of the way. Now I'm on him. He's up there, and the brake. Turn. He's going to slot underneath like so, and up on like that. Yeah, that's going to be perfect actually. All that. Now this I've got to do it up a different way because I need to do up the center one first, and once I put everything on, it's all in the way. So I need to move everything up first. Get the grip on. Got to come on a bit more yet. There he goes. That's him. He's the flush. So the grip wise, I will do him up now, I think. Sort of try and line him up by eye as best I can. All this sort of stuff though, I do adjust as I go along. See? That's him done. Right, now the one underneath is the one I have to hold. Might have to undo that grip. Oh no, there might be enough movement there. because it's a super thin one I've got to get there. This one is the most awkwardest one. So I look at my levels. It's about there. So before I do them right up tight, come back here and look and make sure. Yeah, happy with that. And that shouldn't move. Nope. That stays and it's out of my way. And I can get on my brakes. So happy with that one. Did move down a bit then. No, he's okay. So he will do that where he is. So there you go, it's all on. This I will do up a little bit, this one. I always leave my screens so they can be slightly moved. So if you've ever got so I leave them like that, so they're stiff, but I can move it out the way. If you get a puncher and you've got to work on it, do them up a little bit more than that. Because I don't do it up tight, every now and then I check the screw. But there you go, that is absolutely perfect there. So that works a treat. So now everything's done out and torqued. I torqued those, so let's just do these few wires here. And that one on the inside, this is the green one. I think this is my green. No, I didn't. There's that train again. So there you go, that's powered now. I'll bring this one around. And he will go into the bottom one. Again, looking at the arrows to make sure you get it spot on. And that's it, that's wired. So I've got 1, 2, and there's another wire to put on, which will be this one. This is the gear change protector. The arrows lined up. And that's it. They're all wired up and I've got a spare. But I will replace this cable here with a short one. I'll show you so you can see it from other angles. So it's all in there. This is the cable I made for another bike, but I'll use it on this one temporarily, and then I'll buy the width, the length of cable that I need. I'll get it made up in China. So yeah, so she's all wired up. Basically, the only thing to do now is finish doing my battery and see if she all works. I'll obviously have to tune in the gearbox, but I'll get all that done. But yeah, quite happy with it so far. Anyway, make sure you click like, subscribe and share. I'll see you in the next one, and stay safe out there.